Okay, this is my hand truck modification into a bug out hand truck. It has a provisions box on it. It has a tool adapter. This is a complete modification, strip, tear down, restoration of a 20-year-old hand truck. So stick around. Okay, it's been less than 24 hours and I've already busted a lot of gunk off of there. I cannot see through about 4 inches of water, so it's very dark. Yesterday it was a very rust color, but it's kind of darkened up a bit. So I'm probably just going to change the water out in the solution for electrolysis. So I'm going to pull this out and see what she looks like. The electrolysis did its job. This hand truck is over 20 years old, so it's got a lot of pitting, but the important thing is all the rust is removed, and what remains is a very tough magnetite. It's a form of iron oxide. And the next step in my rehab project here is I'm going to go ahead and see that weld there. There's a weld here, there's a weld here, and same thing over here. In all areas that have been welded, I'm going to fill that in with JB Weld. Another modification that I've made to the truck here. So part of my bug out strategy is to carry a number of tools, this hammer being one. So I have these 1.5 inch inside diameter PVC pipes that are going to be mounted. These are the mounting holes right here on the outside of the cart, and fastened by these heavy-duty rivets here. So to aid in the security of it, I'm going to run a hot glue seam right down here, just like that. Okay, so here's an update on the tool adapter, the 6 PVC pipes that I'm going to mount on the backside on the upper portion of the hand truck. And again, this is for anything with a handle, and I've offset the distance here so that the tools don't hit each other. Okay, part of the rehab or restoration of the hand truck is going to involve the exchange of tires here. So this is the 2-inch wide original 10-inch hand truck tire that came with the dolly, and starting to deteriorate. So I'm going to replace that with a 3.5 inch or 3-inch by 8-inch. And the difference in this is going to be the hub. The hub is 2 inches here. It's 1 3/4 inches here. So I'm going to have to knock out this washer that was installed by the manufacturer on the 5/8 inch axle. And that's going to allow me to set this all the way back onto the axle. At this point, everything is painted and primed except for the provisions box that's going to be mounted on the foot of the hand truck. That's why these holes are here. And separating the metal to keep the corrosion at bay is going to be plastic here and some rubber washers here. Now, one of the potential problem areas that I'm seeing right here is when you're outdoors, this can become a potential water trap here. So what I'm going to do is drill a drain hole in the corners right here and also right here. So that's something I have to do. And then work on the box itself, get that sanded and primed and ready for painting. Now the adapters for the tools are ready to go for mounting. And then also something that I previously had on the hand truck were 2 rifle mounts, or just carriers. And I will reinstall these, and they will sit out as ears off to the sides of the tool mount. And then the new tires that I've just painted with a gray paint scheme. The provisions box is all primed up on the bottom side. I've still got the top side to do. And one thing that I will be doing is placing a pad on the bottom of the box. A couple of reasons for that. Number one is to prevent corrosion if it's just sitting for a long time. And number two is to not pretty much stabilize. I guess stabilize is probably the best word here. So stabilize it when it is sitting on the ground affixed to the hand truck. So how I plan on doing that is I have this extra outdoor tile, and I'll probably affix one section here and one section over here. Now, this is a very durable plastic outdoor type tile. So I will rivet those in place. The beautiful rumbling of a F-35. It's a beautiful day. All right, the paint choice is a tan enamel roll-on. So that's what I'm doing now. I've already pre-drilled my feet holes here for the plastic skids that are going to be on the bottom of the box. And this is also the same paint scheme for the hand truck right here. So there we go. Okay, this is the provisions box, and I went ahead and got it mounted here. And what I did, I used butterfly nuts so I can easily take it off if I have to. There are 3 points, 1, 2, and on the inside 3. Before I open it up, there's a spacer, a plastic, I think it's PEC tubing. It serves as a spacer. And then there's also plastic here to prevent any rust between metal on metal contact. So I avoided that everywhere on this box, as you'll see. And there's a center butterfly nut right there that fastens through to the bottom. Now, when you look at the bottom of this thing, okay, here we go. Okay, you can see the skids that we placed on the bottom, and these sit even on the ground. And then here's the center nut, but also you'll notice there's a piece of plastic sheeting that separates the metal. And that again is to avoid any future problems with corrosion. Now I've got a final step, and that is to mount these tool adapters. Once I get those mounted, I'm gonna go back and just touch up paint areas where I might need it. Okay, the hand truck is complete. I have the tool adapter that's been mounted with these heavy duty rivets. And I've put a few tools in here just to show the utilitarian idea behind it. So tomahawk, a nice full metal hammer. And this here is a fishing trident with the 550 paracord. And of course a good old World War II trench shovel. So that's how that would go together. This completes the modification of a hand truck into a bug-out hand truck or a mule with wheels on it. This is the Cold War Sailor out.